stuck in the cycle.
All right, we had a technical difficulty. Technical difficulty.
I haven't heard this one.
Technical difficulty.
I thought it was jamming, and then I heard Greg Turner's in. I'm like, this is wrong.
Like, hey, Greg.
How's it going, Greg?
Wrong. He's actually sleeping.
Is he?
Yeah.
Guys, I am so sorry about that. I was so excited. I just started hitting buttons, and you don't want me around the nuclear football, right?
No.
The case that the president carries around. I'd be like hitting buttons, crazy. What's this big red one do, Mr. President? Hey guys, welcome to coreSTORE Update Live. I want to make a really, really important announcement. And next week during our Core Force Live stream update, you all need to be there. Something massive is on the way for something massive is coming, and we want to share it with you, and we're going to do it during that Core Force Update live stream, and it's going to be huge. You guys absolutely be on the lookout for the invite. Something massive is coming. Who's messaging me, and why did I not silence everything? Guys, I'm off today. Speaking of massive, though, for real, because I think I briefly touched on this. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the news. Ezra may be right. There's a large object traveling at 130 miles per hour, which that's 30 miles per second, right? And they're saying this thing's going to come very, very close to Earth. I think it's like 7 miles in diameter.
Oh, wow.
I've heard that it's a comet, and then I've heard no, this is something else, and then they're saying, and I know I'm just going off right now, but they're saying, hey, if this thing slows down and then speeds up, we might want to start looking at something. So, guys, be ready. I'm telling you right now, all of you out there, be ready to run some sort of alien special. Because once all this stuff, I'm hearing so many things about it. It's just weird. And you know how people throw narratives out there. Maybe it's a distraction. Maybe it's not. But whatever it is, you guys, if you own a store, capitalize on it, right? Hey, we're running an ET sale today. Take out ET with one shot guarantee with this Barrett, right? So be ready for that. But anyway, something massive is coming, guaranteed. You're not going to want to miss it. Next week, be on the lookout for the invite, and we can't really say any more. These guys know more about it than I do. I've peeked into I've looked behind the veil, and it is, you guys are going to go crazy, I think. So be ready for that next week. When is that, Colt? Is that next Thursday?
Next Wednesday.
Next Tuesday. I knew that. Next Wednesday.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
Next Wednesday.
I got you guys. Don't worry.
Thanks, Oki. So I'm going to back out because I'm still having those issues where I see a little antenna pop up and then I'm gone. So did I fool you? Did I fool you guys? Whenever. So one last thing, everybody. This is going to be a short one today. Oki has been a little bit under the weather, so this is a miracle that he's here, and I appreciate you, Oki, being here, and obviously Colt, Batman, I appreciate you both being here, or all three of you, however you look at that, and I'm going to back out and let you guys run with it.
All right. Thank you, Joel. Well, I hope everyone's having a great, I don't even know what time it is anymore. It is
noon Central.
1:05 a.m. here where I'm at in the Philippines.
So yeah, maybe you should tell everybody where you are. I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to let you, but go ahead. Yeah, it's kind of, this is your first world travel, right? I mean, this is kind of a big deal.
It's been let's just say it's been an experience for me. Changing time zones has had the worst effect ever on my body. I don't think I've got more than 3 hours of sleep a night, if even. I've been going to bed about 1, waking up at 4 this time, and then up the whole day.
How many hours did it take you to get there?
23 hours in the plane. So 18 hours from Chicago to Hong Kong or something, 19 hours, and then we had a little, yeah, something like that, and then a layover in Hong Kong, and then a 2-3 hour flight from there to Manila.
That's usually
So,
what it takes me to get to Vegas, but I think you made better time than I
oh
did.
boy,
So, hey,
yeah.
real quick though, I do want you to share one story, and then I'm going to back out. Tell us the creepy Big Brother surveillance state story.
Oh,
And
yeah. So
hey, just remember that you may be being
I'm probably
monitored
being
right now. So
watched.
be vague.
During my travels, I noticed that a foreign country has some really neat technology. So when you go to board your airplane, you actually don't even need your boarding pass or your passport or anything like that. It actually scans your face and it tells you the flight and your seat number that you're boarding on, and it just lets you through the gate. So I am in the system now, I guess. So I'm definitely being monitored. But that's probably the technology that's going to be widespread here everywhere, I would
That's why you need to
imagine.
make friends with the robots, dude, because they can protect you. Because they'll be scanning your
Absolutely.
face and be like, "No, that's not the guy. These aren't the humans you're
Absolutely.
looking for."
Oh man. But other than that, I mean, it's been a very productive trip. Met a lot of really cool people and getting a lot of work done here. Um, but I wanted to jump in and give you guys some updates. As Joel said, I've been battling some kind of bug here the last few days, so I want to touch on the new update that we'll be releasing tonight. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is for all of our folks out there that do assemblies. I know there's always been the question, hey, how do we've assembled a firearm, but we want to disassemble this product now and put the inventory back in stock. Good news, we actually added that. So if you go into your assemblies, you can go ahead and say, oh, this M4A1 assembly that I have. If you go ahead and check that, you'll now see a disassemble button appear at the top of your screen. And what this is going to do is it's going to simply allow you to break down those assemblies, and it will go ahead and put the components back into stock with those individual items. I believe this is a great feature. I know we have a lot of um, importers that are bringing in their items and they are manufacturing those and assembling those products to ship out. Maybe you are maybe you do some sporting goods, some competitive shotguns. I hear that a lot. You have to set it up for right-handed or left-handed. Maybe it has a different stock, etc. And you want to go ahead and break that down. You took it in and put those individual quantities back in stock and assemble it somewhere else. That is now going to be available in the update that drops tonight. So you guys should see that in your system here tomorrow. Simply in the assemblies, you go under inventory, assemblies, and select that assembly to disassemble, just like you would if you're going to build an assembly. Another good one that we have released, and this actually came from one of our gunsmithing requests down in the Louisiana show, Colt, while we were there. We've added a report under the work order section that is going to allow you to see the technician's production. So if we go ahead and take a look at this, and I'm just going to run it for all time, it's a very basic report, but it's going to give you some insight into how many work orders the technicians completed and the total dollar amount that they've brought in for you. So you can see who your, blanking on the word, productive, there we go. I guess it's in the title of the report. Your most productive technicians are. So that's a new report that we will be releasing tomorrow for your work orders. And let's see here. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through the release notes. We now also have added the option to remove your company address from printed receipts. This works great for maybe home-based FFLs or people that do appointment only. And that's going to be located under your company settings and receipts. So if we navigate to company settings and then take a look at our receipt options, we should see, actually, I'll just hide, oh, why can't I find it?
Maybe it's under address.
Do you see that?
I
Let me
don't
just
see
double
that.
check. Let me just double check. Oh, it's not called hide, it's called remove. I mean, the terminology is different from the other one. So it's remove company address from receipt. So you guys could hide that on your receipts there. Another good thing would be if you're going out to gun shows, and once again, you're home-based FFL, you don't want to have your address print on that receipt, but you need your address in the system for your FFL information. So you can go ahead and remove that company address. Let's take a look here. So that's pretty much the new features. As far as enhancements, we've enhanced some of our WooCommerce capabilities with their newly updated API. Once again, all of these updates are going to be flowing through tonight. We've also added a permission setting to control the editing of sale price for your bound book items. So underneath your employee permissions, in the company employees and edit, you can go ahead and change the edit sale price for your FFL permissions there. That will allow you to block that from having your employees edit that sale price. We've also added England as a selectable option for the country of manufacturer in the dropdown. So that'll be once again available in your bound book or when you're intaking the item. We've improved validation for editing your identification expiration in section C. Another big update, well, at least for me, because it's annoying, when you're actually doing the assemblies in your build assemblies there, it's going to allow you, uh, if you have multiple locations and you switch your location, it's actually going to update and show you the on-hand quantity. So if we go back into assemblies and we are going to build, I don't know if this is a good one. I'm just looking at demo data, quantity to build. Oh, yep, of course I don't have anything in there. Let me just look here. You can go ahead and see, I wish I had the information. I'm sorry, guys, I don't have any real quantities in here. I should have took a look at that beforehand, but we've updated the on-hand and quantities by location, depending on what location you select on the top here. Previously, that information would not update. So I guess it's really not an enhancement. It's more of a bug fix. NICS results status will now update to proceed when a denial is overturned. This is big for our Florida users or anyone when you get a denial and they send the overturn back, it'll let you go ahead and update that to proceed and it won't stay as denied. Let's see. We have improved the core FFL application download process. So as far as downloading the core FFL application, it's now just a single click. Go ahead and download core FFL, and it's going to automatically detect your operating system, whether it's Windows or Mac, and download the right one for you. And then, yeah, absolutely. Nice, easy, simple. And then we have, just a handful of bug fixes. We fixed an issue where QR codes were failing to generate for 4473 holds when the customer's name contained an apostrophe. Fixed an issue where customer invoices were partially removed when adding payment. An issue where items were removed when a negative quantity was entered on sales. Just seeing if there's any real big ones here. Item kits are not added. Oh yeah, fixed an issue where item kits were not added in the parts and labor section on a work order. So now you can go ahead and put item kits into the parts and labor section there. Really, that looks to be the big changes. Like I said, there's about, looks like 15 bug fixes in this release, 6 or so enhancements, and 3 new features for everyone. I know the team's been working hard and putting in some new enhancements. We've really been focused on bug fixes though, as far as anything in coreSTORE. Obviously, that's our main priority first and foremost. So that's pretty much what I have for the update side, and I'm going to make a video on the disassemble assemblies. I know it's a very basic feature to use, but to see the whole process of assembly, seeing the inventory be depleted and disassembling that and making sure it goes back into the right items and locations, that would be good for everyone to see, especially if you guys are do a lot of assemblies in the shop.
Yeah. I think we got our first question up now. Do you want me to read it? You don't want to read it?
Bug fixes and enhancements. How can we remove the function of opening the coreSTORE app when clicking a sale ID on receipt? I would just like to open it in a new tab, not the app. It appears a rather new thing. I'm actually not sure on that. So is this from clicking a sale ID to open the receipt? I'm not sure what that, so you're saying on a receipt, if you're looking at it on your cell phone, you click it and it opens the app? I guess I'm not sure, Adam. Can you give me some more information? How can you remove the function of opening the coreSTORE app and clicking the sale ID to open the receipt? You just like it to open in a new tab and not the app. Yeah, I would have to check that from the web page, like using Google Chrome. It opens the desktop. Let me take a look here, because I am not aware of that. So I'm going to go to work orders dashboard here, and then I have the POS ID, and you say it's from the actual receipt itself. So when I click this, it opens it in a new tab for me. So maybe I'm not understanding.
I think he's saying the phone.
Oh, from the phone. Oh, yeah. If that's happening on the app, yeah. If you get a video, can you send that over to our support team? Because I agree with that. I mean, if you're using just the browser on a tablet or your phone, I would say it should respect what you're using. Use the web-based version. Okay. Yeah, if you could send that over, Adam, I'd like to take a look at that just so I can understand.
It does that, like just your phone will do that. So if you click on a YouTube link on your phone.
Oh, it'll try to open the YouTube app. It'll say use YouTube or you continue on web browser.
So there's got to be something in the programming when we've created the app to allow people to go either way.
Okay. So yeah, if it's not giving you that selection, we probably should show that as a selection. Continue in browser or open with app. And then you should probably have the always or just once. When I do 100% margin, I get infinite. Can I do more than a 99% margin? I mean, that should show 100% margin. If that, once again, if you're running into something like that, let's reach out to support. Let's get a case put in. It's probably just a visual display. Instead of saying margin 100%, it says infinity. That should be an easy fix for the dev team. Oh, one thing I do want to talk about too, guns.com integration. just so everyone does know, um, guns.com is slowly onboarding a few people at a time. We've gone through 3 or 4 customers, and we're just waiting for the sign off to say, hey, they're ready to open it up to everyone. This is basically a planned release for both of us and guns.com. Is we wanted to just onboard a couple customers at a time and see how it goes before we open up the floodgates. I know it is available in coreSTORE. There is a subscription fee. It is $99 a month. But if you guys just wait, we should have final sign off here in the next couple of weeks. We're just finishing a few tweaks to the integration, and we have to have sign off from the folks over at guns.com before we open it up to everyone.
That's good. Yeah, we got a lot of questions about that last week too.
Yeah, currently with the integration, you can manage your listings for new and used inventory. But the order, if an order is placed on guns.com, right now you simply have to go in and put the order through the sales and the sales. It does not come down from guns.com right now. So that is one part of the integration that they're still working on. So I believe we're waiting for that to roll it out to everyone. However, if we decide to beforehand, it really, I guess to me, it makes no difference because you still get to manage all your listings in one spot, and you're simply just putting the sale through and marking it as paid in guns.com. So that will be coming out. We just have to wait for both parties to be happy before we release it.
That's good. It's always the fun part of doing a new integration is it's a hurry up and wait, and then wait on something on their side. They got sign off on it, and it's back and forth.
Yep,
So,
and then they wait on something on our side, and it's back and forth, and both parties have to be happy with the workflow, and both parties have to be ready to open up the floodgates to questions. So we're kind of just in that, put a couple customers on every week, and then see if we run into any issues. Because the last thing we want to do is open it up to everyone and have 300 customers that have run into an issue instead of just 2 where we can fix the problem and not affect a whole user base. So
absolutely. No, that's good stuff.
All right. Made it 23 minutes. Just
you're not
I
even
had longer
close
than I
to
did
being
last
done.
week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Joe won't let you go.
That went almost
I
an
already got a
hour
new
last
question.
week.
Yeah, it went from mine was done like within 5 to 10 minutes, and then we ended up going an hour with questions and stuff. So
Looks Adam had one. When will we have access in the Core Clear portal to update our images and terminals? We'd like to start advertising our classes on a daily and weekly basis. So honestly, this is back to the whole integration thing. We can do that in the backend gateway that we have access to, but their API does not have the ability to do that currently. I'm gonna have to double check and see what's going on with that. Really, we've developed the links and everything there. They made some changes on their API, and we've just been waiting for an update. And I know it's been months. Much like really what it comes down to, they say, hey, you guys can do this for the end user. You send over the images, we can upload them on our side. It's just not top priority for them to make that API change for us to be able to do it right from the software.
priorities.
So yeah.
But appreciate you not wanting to, take us away from other stuff. But yeah, it's at that point, it's just one of the things that we have to deal with. So
yeah,
if you want to update them, definitely send it to us so we can get them updated for you. We don't want to hold you back either. So
absolutely. Branding. And I'm going to just take a look and see if I have any updates on this here for us real quick.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
We will not.
No promises.
So yes,
I've got the power to end the stream now. So no. Dean asked, "How do we up the priority for the fix?" I'm not sure which fix he's referring to. But we take in, that's the priority lies with us because obviously there's, we're serving a lot of customers and we kind of look over and see what things need a priority. Obviously stuff that's, costing money and stuff like that, critical stuff. Oh, the images specifically.
Yeah.
Um,
So on that one, our last response from a black check was development was on April 9th. So I can see, I'm going to send this to our dev team and see if we can reach out, see if there's any update. That's where we last left off. Looks like we've just been waiting since then. So I'll go ahead and I'll ping our dev that's been working on that, see if he's heard back or where we stand. It is marked as a high priority for us, so I'll see if we can't move this along for all of our users because one thing that would make it easier on us, think about having 1,030 customers that send in new branding images every couple of months, and we have to go through and update those manually. So it would definitely make our life easier, but we're at the mercy of the provider on that side.
I think Dean's basically asking who can he yell at over there.
Oh yeah. I don't have any name over there. I wish I did.
Yeah.
Sorry for
I mean,
the distraction.
It's been
Yeah, I'm
what,
totally distracted.
seven months since that has since we introduced that into the system, and we haven't been able to get an API connection for the images side.
Speaking of distractions, I was having a sidebar conversation. Oki, I think we know, me and Tony know why you're not getting any sleep.
Tony
And
and
I think it's that, yeah, me and Tony, or no, now, it's that painting behind you. It's been staring at me this whole time, no matter where I move, and it's kind of creeping me out.
Okay, yeah. Now I'm done.
Now that I've broken the wall, everybody's gonna be seeing it. It's like, what is that?
Thankfully, I'm 2 floors above this where I sleep, so I don't have to worry about it. This is at, I
Well,
guess
they
they're
say that evil
downstairs.
rises, right? So, it's
Oh,
just gonna no.
Dang, dude. Gee whiz, man.
thanks,
He's
Adam.
already got
That's Adam giving us a nice shout out. Last time you needed done, we had it done within a few minutes. But yes, if you want to be able to use that on a more consistent
Absolutely.
basis, that does make sense. And I'm in agreement with everyone. It would be very nice to be able to, well, like you said, update your branding every week for all your classes that are coming up. That's just a great idea. They see it when they're checking out. So it will be something here that I'll push and prod and see if we can't get moving along for everyone.
Yeah, buddy. Joe, I'm assuming you had something.
He's
my
frozen.
antenna just popped up, so I'm just waiting for it to kick me.
I mean,
there
I
we
can
go.
do that.
I got another bar. No, I don't want you to. Come on, dude. Hey, so obviously,
I would say remember too, for everyone who wasn't in here when the live stream started, make sure you tune in next Wednesday. coreSTORE users, make sure you hop on the stream. It's going to be a big one.
Yep.
it's going to be huge.
Like, even if you don't use coreForce, I would highly recommend jumping on just to see what the team's been working on. Because to me, it's been mind blowing.
Huge.
As
We're not allowed to give any teasers. Got to be there.
No teasers, but if we were and we were looking for it, you would find it really quick. So,
hey, that's true.
Hey, so as you guys know, I'll probably get kicked here because I see my antenna. Robots, can you please? I'm literally your only advocate. Can you give me some good Wi-Fi? For real.
Well, that's
Chat,
your problem.
Rob, Claude, all of you.
There's so many.
Dang.
Get you an Ethernet cable,
I got a bar.
man.
Thank you. It's too much trouble. I lost the
or
bar.
Wi-Fi extender.
So we'll have a presence at the Goals 2025 Gun Owners Advocacy and Leadership Summit coming up on August 9th and 10th. And we would love to see you there. Monday, I'll be talking to Alex Shea. He's with the GOA, Gun Owners of America. He may be at the on the floor because they'll be getting ready. But we'll have a short conversation of exactly what Gun Owners of America is, what the show's all about. It's usually a really big show with lots of big names. So it's more of obviously it's in their name, advocacy. But we're all, part of that industry that we need to advocate for ourselves. And it's awesome that we have, organizations like Goals or Gun Owners of America to help with that advocacy. So we would love to see you there. We'll love to see you Monday. It's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern. Again, it's just a quick conversation. Don't know how it's going to go. If he can't connect because he's on the floor or something, I'll just do like 5 minutes of stand up and tell you guys to have a great week. But I think we'll be able to at least have a conversation with him. Just get some more insight of what that show's all about. They're actually outgrowing Knoxville, Tennessee. I think they're probably running out of space. So the next show, who knows where that's going to be, because literally they're just outgrowing their current facility there in Knoxville. I think the last 2 or 3 were in Knoxville, weren't they? You guys know?
I do not.
I do not
Yeah,
either.
I think. But so this will be I'm not in my doomsday bunker, Tony compliance. That would be I don't get a signal down there or up there or over there.
Mm-hmm.
Keep you off balance. But I just wanted to bring that up. Let's see. Also next week we have the obviously the huge, massive, big, humongous, or in the words of a certain Orange Man, huge.
Huge.
I love the Orange Man, by the way. It's not a derogative term for me. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty big. I think everybody on this particular webinar will absolutely want to be there. And obviously, if you're a Core Force user as well, absolutely, you need to be there. And it's going to be massive. Y'all got to shut me up because I'll start talking about it. And but we don't want to do that. There was no energy behind that. Okie, you can't just stop. What else do we have? Colt, you'll be going to a show in a couple of weeks, right?
NBS in a few weeks in Dallas or Fort Worth. I can't remember, one of the two.
Yeah, that's the same.
Dallas adjacent, I guess you'd say. So yeah, that will be the August 18th to the 21st, or 18th to the 20th,
like that.
or 19th and 20th, or something like that.
Yep.
Me and our sales guy Hunter will be out there at that one. I think we'll
Our
be
sales
running
guy and
those.
Hunter, will be out there.
Me and that sales guy of ours.
And
I've really gotten to the point
robots
where I just
coming out.
love doing it.
Also, we've been trying to get in the Sports Inc. show. It's impossible unless you know somebody. You guys were absolutely phenomenal helping us with NBS. We appreciate it. If anyone out there is a member of Sports Inc., we would love to exhibit at that show as well. And you guys know the energy we bring to a show. It's absolutely fantastic. And it's fun. It's funtastic. I didn't come up with that word, did I? I read it somewhere.
Fantastic. Sounds
good
new to
word,
me. I'll go with it.
Anna and I came up with the word at the range retailer. Terriful.
You know what one I just
sounds
heard?
like a Charles Barkley.
No, that's terrible.
Terrible. No, that's horrible.
Terrible.
That's right.
Terrible.
You know what?
Have you guys ever heard voluntold? I heard that one this week.
Oh,
I
yeah.
voluntold you. I never heard that before.
That was huge.
That came from Ezra, didn't you? That came from Ezra, didn't it?
Was it? No, Ezra just heard it too. I can't remember who it was. Yeah.
I swear he's used that
Maybe.
on me before.
Oh, that's funny.
I think I may have introduced that because it was literally a huge thing in the Marine Corps. Because you don't volunteer for anything, you're voluntold. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
You never worked in the government.
He's never worked in the government. You know what sounds fantastic? Was that the word?
Fantastic.
your shirt is fantastic.
You like it?
Is that right? I do like it.
Where'd you get that shirt?
I got so we had special shirts made for the Range Retailer show, and we used a company called Retro Rifle. And before I ever
That's
got the shirt
awesome.
in, I ordered like 6 more just to have. I'm not a fan of the material, in all honesty, but it's good for a show. It's not cotton.
It's breathable to me.
It's very breathable. It's stretchy, which is really great. But again, I love cotton, because of the frequency the whole frequency thing. So they
They
run
do run
small.
small.
Maybe because I usually get double X, whatever I get, because when we're working, I want to be able to move and not walk around like this, and I'm a little tubs. So, but yeah, that's where I got this shirt. And you can see there's probably, if you look close enough, there's guns. So all the shirts have like little guns everywhere.
Yeah, that's what mine is. Palm trees and guns.
Yeah, they do have some really cool shirts. I got the Tony, which it looks like a shirt Tony Soprano would wear. I got another one that was looks like a one that Magnum wore, Magnum PI.
Nice.
But they put their own little spin on it. It's a cool company. It's fun. But again, I'm not a fan of the material, but it's a conversation starter. We just proved that for the past 4.5 years talking about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Golly, this is taking forever.
And this live stream sponsored by.
Hey, we are open to sponsors. If you guys want to sponsor
absolutely.
You can sponsor anything. We do a weekly email. You can sponsor a weekly email. We do tons of webinars, and it doesn't mean like we've had this conversation before. I think Oki's actually wearing the hat. One of you companies out there, right? You do stuff like this.
Yes.
And I keep encouraging all of you, use each other. I mean, it's not all about competition. You can start your own bunker branding. That thing just blew up. That's why we don't have a Demolition Ranch anymore, because that guy's like, hey, I'm outie. I did my, you know what I'm saying? That's why, because he's freaking set now. You guys could create your own bunker branding. So good way to do that is to sponsor one of our webinars or one of our emails or any number of things. If you have ideas of a webinar of what you think, what you would want to hear and what maybe other people, in your position would want to hear, let us know. We want to bring you, we don't want to waste your time. And I absolutely don't want to waste my time. So anything we can do to help you, let us know. Does anybody have any questions out there? Because I think we're going to make, this is going to be a record. Short
and
video
sweet.
here. Yeah, short and sweet. And it's still threatening me. I got one bar. Man, this is like stressful.
Trying to pass over some internet to you.
It's like somewhat. Yeah, y'all do it.
I'm gonna make the connection so I can like bridge the gap and give you more internet.
Do it. I'm thinking about like if I backed up. That's why I backed up earlier. Look, it came back up. So maybe it's me. I get close. Maybe look, it went down when I got close. Back up. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody, I know you're tired of hearing this. If there's anything that we can do for you, we would absolutely love to help. We're here to help you survive and thrive. We're here for you to experience explosive growth, because if you're experiencing explosive growth, obviously we are too. And that's what we're all about. And we need to stick together in this in these crazy times we're living in. Be ready with I saw somebody had the ATF, Alien Tactical Force, or something like that. That was really cool. Whoever did that. Core Force. Here we go. We have a question.
Whoops. So here's one. Core Force has automated emails for reporting, but coreSTORE does not. Any idea if that will happen?
I think there is. Oh, no. I mean, you could set up reports to email, but you want it to run on a certain timer.
Yeah, like Core Force, you can send out emails like every Sunday. You can get a weekly sales report or something like that emailed to you directly. It has all the file and everything.
Dang, he told you, Okie. He's like,
Yeah.
CoreForce does it. Why didn't coreSTORE, Okie? Dang.
No, I'm looking.
We have another question
Oh,
after that.
you can get the daily batch reports, but I'm guessing you want to go ahead and pick which report you want and have that auto email.
Good feature request.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure that is a good feature request though.
You're not sure it's a
Can you
good feature
share the
request?
link?
No, I'm not sure it is a good I'm not sure, period. It is a good feature request though.
Can you share the link to the feature request? And I'm going to throw this up here. Let me ask this. I have a ton of 40 cal ammo. I want to promote it as discounted, but as an
But as an
not
upsell
as a discount,
item.
but as an upsell on the website. Is this possible?
I want to promote it as a discounted item, but as an so you want to make it an upsell item, but you want to put a discount on it through the promotion. I have to play around with that one because I think theoretically it might be possible, but if it's an upsell item, I don't know if the promotion would apply to that item. But you could always do a promotion. You could set up a promotion to do the whatever you're upselling it on, but that wouldn't really work out that well. I might have to play around with that one and see if it's possible because I feel like it might be, but there's certain connections that I'm not sure would make it possible at the same time. So there's a very vague non-answer for you. Yeah, let me check on that, Myron. And then we got Kurt. Is there a guide anywhere for sorting products in coreForce besides using the America sort order on each item? We were told sorting also depends on product type. There's no clear guidance on that. I'm assuming you're talking about in search results, like search results goes by primarily relevance, which is a number of different factors factored in, which is what you're talking about. So you can't just like do results and show this item belongs in one spot, second spot, third spot. That factors in with search weights, factors in with categories, category weights, all kinds of things. Yeah, there's not a specific guide on that just yet. All I will say is tune in next week.
Tune in next week.
Oh, I lost signal, guys. Probably not going to make it.
What else
Hey,
you
real
need,
quick.
Joel? Have all the technology in the world except internet connection.
That's amazing. Hey, so I'm sorry, I was rude.
No, you weren't. I was rude.
Myron has another question, or did you guys answer that? There we go.
No, not yet.
Are
I was waiting for you
there
to finish
any
your
plans
thought process.
Are there any plans to let the customers be able to order out of stock items as a special order by manufacturer?
There's technically a way to already do that on the product level, but not on the manufacturer level. I'm assuming you're saying like you could create a manufacturer and say like any product that's associated with this manufacturer is never goes out of stock. Could see that being a pretty useful feature. But no, as of right now, there's no specific plans that I'm aware of. But I don't think that would be a crazy thought. I don't think there's any other ways you can go about that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would just be a feature request. I don't think there's a way to do it currently right now. And I don't know that we have any plans as of right now to change that. Not that we wouldn't, but any active plans, at least I'll say.
Oh, really?
Anything else?
See. You know what I noticed? StreamYard must have had an update. Also, the menu bars at the bottom look different from the last. I guess I haven't been on a stream in like 2 or 3 weeks now.
Yeah, it's been like
some
a
people
month.
still
We weren't
work.
going to point that out because
Yeah, some
you just
people are
haven't
still
been
working.
here.
Yep.
Me and
Okay,
Joel have been getting tired of each other.
Yep. Hey, so real quick, I had a nice little sit down meeting with Jeremy. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm trying to stay away from the computer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Oh, look, it came back. I'm going to not say anything. I'll let you guys respond to those questions, and then I'll just say what I got to say when we wrap up.
How about the option to not collect payment on CoreForce until shipment is processed? And I'm assuming you mean shipment is processed from the manufacturer, because I guess I don't know
Yeah.
why you would want that. I mean, don't you want to collect the money? You don't want to ship an item and have the shipment be processed, but not get the money for the product? I don't understand.
Yeah, I wouldn't be sure about that one either. Not to collect payment on CoreForce until shipment is processed. I guess what
Are you
I
maybe
could
you're
see.
selling your own product and you want to wait until you hit the ship button to charge the card?
Well,
To
I guess
create
I
the
could also
shipment?
see if there was like, for instance, because this scenario does come up from time to time. I know from my experience at Sports South was like Sports South thought they had, one or two in stock. Well, they, checked the warehouse and actually it was a miscount or something, or
So
one
now
got
you got to
broken, the package
refund it.
broken. So now you've got to refund it and everything like that. So sometimes there's too much delay between orders and shipment. We need to manually create shipment, then collect then. Too much delay between orders and shipment. Yeah, I mean on advance. You can set up order automatic processing rules for stuff like that to help counter stuff like that. To go ahead and create the shipments as the orders come in based on specific situations. But that's an advanced only feature. Yeah, because if you're not staying on top of your orders, then yeah, you could go into inventory delays. But there is a way to not. There is a setting. I don't know if it's on basic and standard to not authorize the card at the time of checkout. It'll just do like a pre-auth, and then you can capture at moment of shipment. That I think we might be able to turn on for you, Dean. So basically, the order would come in. It wouldn't charge their card until you actually created the shipment. So like you would go into the order, and then if it was still there, you would capture the shipment and then create, or you would capture the card, capture the payment, and then create the shipment. So yeah, I think that might be helpful for what you're talking about. But that would apply across the board for all orders. So
So
all
it's an
your
all or
orders,
nothing.
yeah. So all your orders would come in as not actually captured on the credit card. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you want, we can get that turned on for you. I believe that's a client setting that we can turn on. So that, yeah, no orders would charge card. So you just have to keep in mind too. And if you try and create if you try and there's certain things that it won't let you do, certain functions it won't let you do on the order if if your payment hasn't been captured. So like it'll stop you from doing certain things anyway, so you don't accidentally do it. It's not good for drop shipping from the vendors and the feeds. I'm not sure I'm understanding that one.
I think Myron just thinks that that idea is not good for drop shipping from vendors.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, look at there. We actually pushed it up.
Yeah, 51 minutes. You guys helped add. Oh, I mean, I don't even remember now. 30. My math is bad. I can't math right now.
More time.
More time is right.
At least your internet works.
I'm sorry, I can't make out who that is. Okay. It's clear enough
Hey,
now.
So real quick, because we are wrapping up, right? Anybody have anything else?
No.
And if for some reason I drop, Colt, you're gonna have to finish this. But we did a sit down interview with Jeremy at Accurate Gun Auctions. I'm gonna share a link to that interview. We're scheduling a webinar with them about something that blew my mind while I was there. You know, he kind of explained it to me, and it was crazy. This idea is, you know, phenomenal. They've had some people do this, and it's a really good. You kind of look at. You guys will have maybe a paradigm shift in your thinking in regards to, you may have, you know, somebody come in, their spouse just died, they got 100 guns. You know, instead of you going in there and saying, well, I know I could sell these 5, you know, but the other 95 I probably couldn't sell. Jeremy had a good point. Be the guy that takes them all, right? Just be that guy that takes them all, because now you have a solution where it's a no-brainer, right? Few clicks, you've got all those guns headed there on their dime. It's not going to cost you anything. And you build some trust up with that customer and maybe turn them into a long-term customer. And we're going to talk about trusts, not you trusting me or me trusting you, but like trust, legal trust. And we should have an attorney on that will kind of go into trust and how you can, or how people out there can set up trust, you know, to activate once, you know, you're gone. Basically, it turns your gun collection into a retirement account, which to me, if I thought that my retirement or me buying a gun was going towards my retirement account, do you know how many guns I would have bought? Like, because everybody needs that. You know, that's what we do when we purchase something. It's because purchasing is an emotional experience. If you had it in the back of your mind, wow, this is going to go towards my retirement, you know, you would have bought that Barrett by now. I would have, right? 10 grand, dude. The 10 grand, it's not going to lose any value, right? If the value of the dollar goes down, it just means your Barrett's worth 20 grand now, right? So guns do hold value, and we're going to talk about different ways that gun owners out there can, you know, maybe turn those guns into retirement, you know, just kind of a nest egg, if you will. And us telling you that, us telling you that is something that you can tell your customers, right? And I think this could be really big. It's not anything that we're like, I'm not setting up trust, or, you know, we don't have a team of attorneys on hand where they're doing trust or anything. It's just something else that another service that we're trying to provide you, just with some insight, right? Because that's what this is all about, us helping each other. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be hopefully in the next month. We're trying to lock down some details, and obviously Jeremy's attorney. But I think it's going to be a great one. So be on the lookout for that one. And you can, right now, you can watch the interview that we did with them there last week. It was really I got some insight that I wasn't, aware of. I actually saw the whole process. I saw them receiving guns. I saw them shipping guns out. I saw the process of the guns being there. I actually held a rifle from the 1700s, which was pretty cool. And yeah, it's really they've got a really good system set up. And again, it's a no-brainer. Obviously, if you're selling consignment now, continue to sell consignment. But if you have all those guns coming in, if you have people coming in, especially when times are hard, people are looking for cash. And a lot of people in this industry, they start, pushing off guns because we have too many, right? So they turn those guns into cash when they need to. So be the guy that takes them all, because you can't absolutely move them with the solution like Accurate Gun Auctions, and coreSTORE makes it super simple. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for us at Goals. I think Josh and Hunter. Wait.
Colt.
No, that's Goals. I'll be at NBS.
Oh, sorry.
I think Josh and Hunter will be there too. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
And maybe Charles will be there.
Maybe Charles.
So we'll have and Tony Compliance. I think Tony Compliance is
Mr. Tony Compliance?
Yeah. So yeah, that's the show that we really need to go to, even though it's not really it's not that type show. It's a show that where we kind of keep our ear to the track so that we can that's what I said, Tony Compliance. We've had some issues in the past where people thought I was trying to keep certain people away from shows, and it's like, dude, I want everybody to go. So anyway,
real quick before we wrap up, let me. I just want to clarify the conversation between Dean and Myron. So basically, what Dean is asking about is when an order comes into CoreForce, it's just in your system until you go in and create a shipment to the distributor. So what can happen is, like, if you're not, actively creating those shipments as they come in, like say you get a shipment at 11 o'clock at night and Sport South only had one left. Well, then somebody else sells it and creates the shipment Sport South. Well, when you go back to that order, you might not have that option available. So he's not wanting to capture the shipment of the card until he can actually create the shipment. I think Myron may be getting confused because she's thinking that talking about Sport South shipping it, which is not the case. So just terminology mix up of, shipping and shipment and everything like that. So yeah, so we can set it up to where you don't capture the card charge until the shipment is created, and that shipment being you're sending the order to Sport South and they've received it and they've locked in that inventory for you. So that way you don't have to do refunds hopefully as much and everything.
Right on. Yeah. Okay, so I'm looking at Oki's eyes, and he is literally almost not with us right now. So we're gonna end it here, I think. Thank you guys.
Can we do the CoreForce music for the outro?
Can we do what?
CoreForce music for the outro?
So you don't want to do Retail Mastery with Greg?
Oh, we could do that one too. Whatever you have queued up, DJ.
Or Compliance Corner with Tony.
DJ, spin that. Yeah.
What else do we have? There's a lot we can do. No, seriously. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We are going to be here next week, next Wednesday. Be on the lookout for that email invite. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be the most exciting. I'm going to say this right now. Ezra may get mad at me, but I'm just going to say it. And you guys, if I upsell it too much, I upsell it too much. This is the most exciting thing to happen to Coreware since I've been here. I'm going to say that.
I will agree.
This is the most exciting thing to happen to Coreware since I've been here, and anything that's exciting for us is obviously going to be exciting for you guys, because we exist to make tools that you guys can use to up your business, to survive and thrive and do all those awesome things. So you're not going to want to miss that. Be on the lookout for the invite. What else? Anybody else? Does anybody have any closing words? Oki, when are you coming back?
I will leave Thursday here at 12. I will be back sometime Friday. I'll be back next week.
So are you going to be back here next week? Okay. We're
I
losing
would
your
like to say
audio,
yes.
which is great. Yeah,
Oh.
I love it when we can't hear you. So I'm just joking. Colt, do you have any closing words?
Tune in next week. Next week will be a good one.
No, seriously. Tune in next week. You're not going to want to miss it. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you in the next one. We did it in a little over an hour. Bye, everybody.
All right, take care.
Faster, smoother, better control. New tools and tweaks to help you roll. From checkout speed to inventory flow, we've got the updates. You're good to go. Ready, watch and learn. See what's hot. Stay ahead, no time to stop. Every update, every tweak, coreSTORE's getting strong each week. coreSTORE's growing, getting bright, keeping your business running tight. Stay tuned and don't miss a beat. Your success, it's our feat.